it's really funny because a couple of clips that I sent you guys a couple weeks ago was Mark. Undertaker does a podcast and he had Mark Henry on, and
Yeah.
they were talking about Owen, about how Owen is fucking hilarious. Like they would get him in a side headlock or whatever, and that's when you call spots, right? So Owen would get in a side headlock and he'd be like, "Okay, throw him to the ropes and do a flip triangle, ram buckle, and like all that stuff." And they're like, "What the fuck are you saying right now? What are you doing?" And then it was just a shoulder tackle, and he would did
Right.
all that stuff or whatever. And there, what made me laugh the
He did it
hardest
all
was
the time.
he would Brett always took himself too seriously, and I think that's been a story told many times. And Owen
Right.
would fuck with him
They
in
couldn't
back,
have been
and
more. They couldn't have been more different that way.
yeah, he said Mark Henry would be like they get fucked. Brett would get up and push him and shit, and they're like brothers, and they're pushing each other back. And Owen would take him on. He's like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "I don't know why you're mad. I'm the best Hart, and you know that." And he said Brett would just take a deep breath and walk
He
away
is
and be
so
like,
mad.
"Motherfucker,"
He is
and like
so
it was just
mad.
it was great, and they were just laughing because they're just like, "Man, Owen would do it all the time." And we heard a lot of stuff. I think we talked about some of the pranks in the Legacy episode.
When somebody would like have food delivered to the hotel and he would get the food, like he would get somebody else's food, but then he would call from the front desk, like he would take it so they didn't have to take the food up to the room. Owen would get on the house phone and call whoever ordered the food, and then he would be the delivery guy. You come down here and get this pizza. I've been out here waiting for you 30 minutes. And the boys, no, well, just bring it on up. They said, no. You get off your big lazy ass, get out here, and I better get a tip. And this would go on, right? So the boys would bite every time. And so the boys finally, they'd get so pissed, they'd come down ready to fight. And then Owen's gone. Like Owen leaves the pizza or whatever it is on the desk, and now he's hiding somewhere so he can
Just
watch.
so he can watch.
Just so he can watch. And then guys coming down in their shorts and their flip flops, looking for this delivery person, and who's here? Who was that?
And we talked about his wrestling
Undertaker
career.
had one when he was talking about in the Royal Rumble. Battle Royals, you do not do stuff like you throw people to the ropes because there's so much chaos in there, because you don't know where there's so much action. It's just a dangerous thing. But Owen would make it a point in Battle Royals and Royal Rumbles to throw people across the ropes and like call spots, knowing that like someone else will head it off and like duck him. It's a very dangerous move, but he just did it to get a giggle out of whoever. It's just like the most dangerous thing in Battle Royals is to do this stuff when there's so many people in the ring, and he's like only Owen can get away with it.
Wouldn't he like deliberately dead weight too when someone's gonna pick him up? He would like.
Yeah.
I don't know if people know this, just to explain it to the audience, but you can like force yourself into a situation and make yourself feel heavier when someone is trying to pick you up, and he would literally dead weight himself when people are trying to body slam him, where they would really have to like grunt him over, like, God damn it, Owen, you
Yeah,
son
the
of a
reason why
bitch,
wrestling's
every
an
time.
art form is because it always has to be a ballet between two people doing it.
Yeah.
And like when you pick someone up, they're doing the work when you pull them up by the hair and the head and stuff. So, I mean, try to body slam someone who doesn't want to be body slammed. It's an awkward, terrible
It's
thing.
a really
And Owen,
hard thing to do,
You
right?
dead weight someone. It's like it's so funny.